Hello.
What's cracking with your action figures?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Just peachy, just peachy.
That's what's up.
Hello, Akeem, or Keemy Casanova.
What's up? How we feeling?
Oh, you know, we're just feeling the vibes of Mack in the day, you know.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Yes. Okay, so welcome everybody that's coming in. I'm your girl, Bonnie Banks.
And I'm Millie Rock on any block.
And this is Cuties and Cocktails that we do every Monday. We've got our boy Akeem Ali in the building. So excited to have him on.
What's cracking, peoples?
What's lacking?
Nothing. I'm over here making new vibes for y'all to jam to.
Okay.
So,
Vibes that you're providing lately. You know, I've been listening to Keemy Casanova.
I appreciate that.
Such a dope, 70s nostalgia. So we're just going to hop right into it. We like to start off every show with an icebreaker. Don't worry, it's not that difficult. So we're going to play a very groovy Black in the Day, this or that.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, go ahead and start us off, Bonnie.
All right, here we go. So our groovy Black in the Day, this or that. First one, James Brown or Aretha Franklin?
James Brown.
Okay.
Very easy.
I'm gonna have to choose the Queen, Aretha.
Okay. I can't argue with it. It's not like one of the things you can argue with and just be like, oh, you got to debate it. Nah, I can't argue either way, but for me, it's gonna be James.
Okay, what about you, Bonnie?
Oh man. Part of me, because I'm a woman, wants to say Aretha, but then I really do love James Brown, so I'm torn. Can I just go with both of you guys?
Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. Hey, me right in the middle.
Yeah, I can't help it.
Okay, next one. Cornrows or Afros?
I mean,
Hold on, though, Akeem, because you've had cornrows before.
On my Instagram, yeah, I did. No, but it's gonna be froze. It's gonna be froze. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fro does fit you.
It may be cornrows later on with my hair. My braids stop at the top of my neck right now, so I'm trying to, yeah.
Okay, so you can't have if your cornrows are short, then you can't have them. Is that a rule?
It's not, but I just don't be it's for me. I just don't want them stopping at the top of my neck. I want a little hang time, so yeah.
Gotcha. It needs to kind of.
I don't think nobody has ever made that a rule though. It probably should be a rule.
Yeah, if you
like a fashion rule.
You saying they stop right there?
Yeah, no. Well, so that's decent. So where your hair actually ends at.
Right.
So if you turn your head around, turn your neck around. Okay, go up. No, go up, right there. Yeah, for sure. But that's where your hair stops.
That's too short.
Your hair longer, so it will come down some. But my hair actually stops right there.
Oh, okay. So, I definitely want them to at least hang to right here.
Nah, for sure. Yeah.
Paul George kind of has his, and I'm like,
yeah, he got some hang time.
Right.
Paul George got hang time.
I
want to see if you don't think he got hang time. I know you gonna talk about me, so. I ain't even.
I did when you had him. I let you live though. I let you live.
Let me make it, man.
Okay, next one.
All right, here we go. The Disco Club or Soul Train?
Soul Train.
Soul
Train.
Yeah. I think if I was born in the 70s, I would definitely have attended Soul Train twice.
Nah, for sure. I would have been at that motherfucker every week.
I don't know. I feel like I would love the disco. I just am hypnotized by the disco ball, though.
Yeah.
But they had disco balls at the Soul Train.
They do.
But studio, how iconic that club was.
Oh, that was a club, disco ball?
No, Studio 54 was a club.
And they had the disco ball parties there.
Yeah. It was just a huge disco club.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that.
Okay. No, not the Soul Train. That's funny.
Yeah, I still would have rather been on the Soul Train because you got a bunch of featured artists and stuff coming there at a time. It's just we go to the Soul Train one day, today, and Drake is there, or you know what I'm saying? You're why the hell I want to go to a party when Drake's gonna be a Soul Train?
Yes, that was the epitome of Black culture,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Last one, Millie.
Okay. Would you rather rock hippie fashion or rock and roll fashion?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with hippie.
Okay.
Like bell bottoms.
Yeah, bell bottoms, brown leather vest with the chest out, give me a headband, you know, just give
Yeah.
me Jimi Hendrix vibes,
Would you
Yeah.
consider him more like rock and roll though?
Yeah. Kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a crossover. I don't know, it's kind of like alternative maybe, like for that time. Because you
Yeah.
don't consider like Frank Ocean R&B, but you don't consider him like, you know what I'm saying? I guess other stuff. He just like in his own lane. I don't know. It's kind of hard.
True.
It's
Like he
kind
would
of hard to put places.
gotta have iconic fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you mentioned one thing I have to ask because most important question: do all Mac Daddies have to have their chest open?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Everybody ain't got no chest.
So you have to have a
Everybody ain't
chest
got
to
no chest.
actually have it.
If you gonna be me, you gotta have one.
Oh,
If you gonna be me,
But do you
right.
have taco hair, taco meat?
no, I ain't got no meat. We got my boy Kincaid in here. What's cracking,
We got a lot of
Kincaid?
dope people in here.
We
Lou,
got
shout
Lou
out to Lou.
Willville in
Lemon
there.
Pepper Lou is in the building.
Hawks and Lou Williams.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for playing our little icebreaker. That was Black in the Day, this or that.
Black in the day. Okay.
Black in the day, groovy black in the day.
For
Mhm.
sure. For sure.
Okay, so let's get into it. Akeem, I hear that you are a Mississippi boy.
Why you had to talk like that when you
I
said
feel like I have to say it like that. I'm sorry.
it? Nah, you good. I'm just like, I don't know who talk like that. Nah, yeah, I'm from Mississippi though.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
But
how did growing up in Mississippi influence your music today?
I guess everything that I kind of write about or that I write about now that I seen or went through, all of my experiences comes out of my music. And all of that was from Mississippi. So like every piece of my music is got a piece of like Mississippi in it, or most of Mississippi in it, because I'm still like, I guess I'm saying like my mind and heart is like 60% Mississippi, 40% everywhere else.
Mm.
So yeah, and I didn't get to travel too much outside of like Mississippi until I was like grown, like 22. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
that's when I really started traveling. I'm 26 now, so yeah.
Okay. Do
But
you
nah,
feel like there's like a lot of support in Mississippi in the music industry?
uh, man, what do you mean support from where? Like
Like,
support?
just people really support you? Do people like want to collab with you, do things with you? Like, because sometimes some places they're very particular. Like, if you don't know them, then they're not trying to get in the studio with you, or they're not trying to do anything with you, or even listen to your
Um,
music.
yeah, I feel like it's a lot of support. I feel like a lot of the local artists help support each other, but I do feel like it's a bunch of crowds, like the older crowd fucks with the older crowd, the younger crowd messes with the younger crowd, and it's just like I think it's about like bridging that gap because we can't relate to the stuff y'all talking about, but y'all can't relate to what we talking about because um it's just like shit. People who are 10 years older than me where I'm from, or like 6, 7 years older than me, they grew up in a different era of music. And I caught some of that, and because I do music, I had to go back and study to know what they know. But it's just like you got like some dudes like 30 and above still doing music, and you got guys who are like 19, 20, 21, and it's just like we don't speak the same language. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
just like when mumble rap first started, and that's what like a lot of guys were doing. People who like to actually rap wasn't like with it. You know what I'm saying? I can remember when like Migos first came out, Snoop Dogg was like, "Y'all niggas fucking up rap, y'all fucking the game up," and it's just like you couldn't relate to it at first. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like once you bridge that gap and just realize like it's music, it's subjective on all levels. I think stuff will just start like flowing a lot smoother. So
Right.
Okay.
yeah.
So would you say that you have an old soul when it comes to music?
Yeah, I feel like everybody from Mississippi got an old soul. If you was raised around like you always raised around older people, or just everybody from Mississippi got an old soul. You heard all the music, you know what I'm saying, that you I know songs are literally just because my folks used to listen to them, not because I ever sat down and played it myself. I heard it so much that I know it word for word. And I think everybody got songs like that. It's just like we listened to a lot of different shit, like, and it was like force fed. I didn't have no choice to listen to like Master P Ghetto Dope when my uncles and them was in like playing cards with their friends and like smoke. This back when niggas had like nickel bags and dime bags. They had the little small sandwich bags of weed. And they sitting at the table playing spades, and I used to hate them playing cards because I didn't know what the hell was going on, or dominoes. Like, when you was a kid, you used to hate when your folks played spades because they would play that shit like all fucking night. And you just didn't know what was going on. We walking through the kitchen, there's just weed smoke everywhere and shit. And, you know, they like, go in that room. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hell yeah.
It's adult time.
No,
that's like the culture.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like if your uncle and them didn't smoke weed, or your mama and daddy didn't smoke weed or drink liquor and play like blues and oldies and R&B and shit all day, man, I'm talking about, I heard so. If I could count how many times I heard, my mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yes, or like, who can love you like me? Nobody, or just like, what is it? Let's go, baby, to the hole in the wall. Like, how many times I heard all of this shit? Like, right. And it's like, I know these songs and I didn't even learn them on purpose. It's just the shit that you grew up around. So.
Right. So as an artist, like, I know a lot of artists will sometimes be like, I won't listen to other people's music or things of that nature because it kind of will like bleed into what you're creating. Is that something similar that you deal with? Nope.
I listen to music because it inspires me. I listen to music because what people fail to realize is that you were inspired initially by music.
Right.
And so when you start making it, a lot of people don't get far. A lot of people say like, this person sounds the same. It's because you keep listening to yourself and keep trying to recreate something that you've already done. Like, stop chasing that same high because you're probably not gonna get it. Like, you just gotta go for a new something. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to other artists and they inspire me. You know, they have something clicking in me because you may have an idea, and it's just like we got cars. The first person that came up with a car was like, imagine if somebody would be like, I can't steal his idea to make a car because that was his idea. Well, no, I can make a car. I can just make this motherfucker different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard something in your song and it's just like, damn, it inspired me to do a song based off of like one line that you had, and it sounds totally different from what you got. So I think people have to get back in the groove of just making it a normal thing to be inspired by people. I get inspired by people who have less of a following, or people who just starting out rapping. It's just something they may say or do, and I'm like, damn, that was hard. Like, you know. So yeah, I think people got to get back in the groove of that.
You're always a creative on your toes, though. I know that for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Well, speaking of inspiration, your name, Akeem Ali.
Yeah.
I've said that your name was inspired by Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, the Ali part.
The Ali part. Can you get into a little bit? Why Muhammad Ali? Why are you drawn to him?
So my real name is actually Akeem Thomas. That was my artist name initially. But just I've always liked Muhammad Ali. I feel like him and Ric Flair are probably like, in The Rock was probably like two of the greatest or three of the greatest shit talkers of my time, like growing up. When I was coming up and watching like TV and stuff, and I'm seeing like Ric Flair on wrestling, I'm like, this nigga be talking a lot of shit. Or I'm looking at The Rock, I'm like, these niggas talk so much shit, they gonna fuck around and lose. And like I look at Ali and I was like, bro, somebody gonna beat your ass. But he'll say he was gonna do, he'll get in the ring and do it. And I was like, that shit is just, I don't know how he do that, but I'm the type of person I want to be humble, you know what I'm saying? But just seeing how he carried himself, and he was like, I'm gonna talk my game and then I'm gonna walk my game. And it was just like, he just had like this aura about him that was just like, I don't know, he was so smooth too. He used to talk a lot of slick shit. I could have thought Ali like was a pimp if he wanted to go that route, because the shit he used to just say like was so motherfucking fascinating to me. And then it's just like he had like a warrior spirit. And so I went and looked the name up, and it means like champion or noble, you know what I'm saying, exalted. And I'm like, damn, my name means wise. Akeem means wise. So I'm just like, damn, wise champion, or like wise noble one, you know what I'm saying? So I just put the Ali on the end of it, and it was like catching me, Akeem Ali. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna roll with that shit, and I'm gonna stick with it. So yeah.
Oh, it's very fitting. Very fitting. I see a lot of people giving you praise. They saying the legend is in the building. So you guys look out, because Akeem, your music is actually bumping everywhere in Atlanta right now. I remember being out and listening, hearing your music.
Yeah, I'll be seeing it. Man, I just started getting around and like connecting with DJs and stuff, and putting myself out there and forming relationships with them and everything like that. So yeah, it's definitely getting me somewhere.
For sure. And I definitely want to talk about this, because I think that people don't understand how important it is to just kind of build relationships with DJs here in Atlanta. And like how, like, we're starting to see kind of how important DJs are to like what actually gets out
Mm-hmm.
versus like, you know, I think some people use marketing techniques,
Yeah.
but you went viral through Facebook and then Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of maneuver that with Instagram. But do you consider yourself like a social media person?
No, not at all. I'm not. I've only been a social media person when it comes to my music or like my livelihood, and I consider this like everything that I'm living for, you know. So, nah, I wasn't really just no social media person unless I was trying to promote me and like my rapping and my brand and my image. It's just, I don't know. I would never end up doing like a whole bunch of TikTok challenges or just, you know. And before I just decided to like make my page like strictly for music, I used to post like the same shit that anybody else would post, regular pictures, and get on there with like captions and shit, and just, you know, spend 3 4 days looking for a caption. And I'm just like, fuck that. I'm finna be giving motherfucker. I need to be giving captions to people, not making fucking
Yes,
captions and trying to figure them out.
you're
So
the you're the caption
yeah,
creator.
I appreciate it,
Yes.
man.
Well,
Yeah.
your bars are definitely hard, and I
That
just
shit take a lot of work. I'm telling y'all now, that shit take a lot of work.
yeah,
Oh, I know.
I just
I have a little notebook for captions at this point.
yeah
Yeah, no, for sure.
the cap.
Yeah.
But okay, so I've noticed that on your page, all of your music comes with a really really dope visual. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you direct those?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
no. I pretty much have
Wow.
I pretty much have like a layout in my head of how I want everything to go before I do it. And if I don't, I eventually come up with it. Well, people don't know is a lot of times a lot of that shit is just on the fly. Like I just show up with nothing in my head and just be like, all right, well, let's just do this or make this look like that. And that was kind of what I did for the Keemy Casanova video, the initial one with the brown and stuff like that. Until I decided to like do a whole EP where I was gonna be waking up, going through a whole day of shenanigans, and then like end of my day with like, you know, just riding off into the nighttime with my girls and stuff like that. Yeah, man, it's not hard to think of that type of stuff. You just have to be like, you know, I guess I could say, don't nobody knows how I want my shit to go better than me.
With yourself. That's
So
fact.
yeah, and it's like I'm the pimp. So how do I want my day to go?
Oh, you a pimp. Okay.
No, I was just talking shit like for the EP.
but I noticed that you use a lot of colors. Like, it's very like primary color based. Like, for example, in your Kanye West "I Love It" freestyle that you did with Martina, it was yellows, and then
Yeah.
for "Running" it was blue. So
Mhm.
why are you using such like bold colors?
People are attracted to that type of stuff. They eat with their eyes. It's just like a lot of times we can hear stuff and it sounds good, but when you see something that's like really, really vibrant, that kind of catches you and takes you a little further into it, and then you just kind of want to dig a little deeper, you know. And it's also like with the level of creativity that you have, like people want to see it because they want to be inspired by it. Like if I've seen something, I'll be like, damn, this is hard. They must have something better on their page or just something just like this. So they're gonna keep, you know what I'm saying, looking at it, feeding it to somebody else. Hey, look at this. Did y'all see this shit? You know. So I just try to keep that, you know what I'm saying, in my mind. And like all of my colors need to be like, and everything I do just need to be popping out, you know what I'm saying, and vibrant and just grabbing you by the fucking brain and just like, come here.
Not by the
Yeah.
brain.
No, for real.
Yanking people up. Oh, that's hilarious. If you guys are tuning in, I am your girl, Bonnie Banks.
I'm Millie Rock on any block.
And we have got our guy, Akeem Ali, a.k.a. Keemy Casanova.
Push all that.
Yes. This is Cheese and Cocktails. We do this every Monday. You guys go ahead and give New Lanta a follow if you're not already following. I do want to get into the Keemy Casanova because I thought initially it wasn't made to be a song, correct?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't.
So what made you be like, okay, I'm going to actually kind of make this like a series? Because I feel like all of them intertwine as a story.
People started threatening me.
Oh, no.
I was forced against my will. Nah, but for real though, people was just like, so just like them freestyles y'all see on my page, just like 1 minute. I got off course twice, and there was one of them on my profile is a Jesus Runs freestyle. You know, Kanye had the Jesus Walk, but I'm just like, we don't need Jesus to walk with us no more. Right now, we need Jesus to run with us because we had a lot of shit going on at the time. It's just like we running from the police, and like, you know, you get to wondering like, are you running with me? Because I keep getting shot. You know, like you can hear me, help me. And so like that one was like 2 minutes and something, and then the next one with that Keemy Casanova, it was a freestyle, and it literally stopped at like a minute and something. But I started feeling it so good, and I was just like, I need to say some more shit on here. So I just kept rapping and rapping and rapping, and I was just like, okay, bet. And I'm like, I'm gonna do the video to this shit, and we're gonna have it right. And so I actually had the video to that shit done like April, March, April, May. I think it was April or May. And the first edit of it and the first like recording of it was like garbage to me. And I was like, man, nah, I need to redo it. And so I redid it. I'm sorry, y'all, excuse me. I redid it and put it out. Yeah. And I put it out. And I remember like it was the morning of September 30th. I remember it was like a Wednesday. I was like, because I was like consistently every week or every 2 weeks I need to post content just to keep my page to where when somebody comes to it, it just looks like I'm doing something, or it just looks like, you know, they need to be tuned in to what I got going on. I posted that shit, went to sleep. I posted, you know, as soon as you post something, you're gonna refresh your activity page. I posted it, and I waited about 10, 15 minutes, refreshed it on Instagram. I'm like, oh shit, it ain't doing nothing. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Posted on Facebook, refresh. Well, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep. I wake up. My notifications going crazy, and I'm like, oh, okay, damn, it's doing what I thought it was gonna do. And it wasn't like super, super crazy. Man, it was like maybe a week later, Martina shouted me out on Facebook. And was like, who is this dude? And da-da-da-da. And he raps just like me. He's like the male version of me. And so I'm like, okay, she shouted me out, and my page started going crazy. And it jumped from like 8,000 to like, what, 12K in one morning. And I was like, damn, okay, that's what's up. Next thing I know, somebody else reposted. And what's crazy is like it was a random dude. He reposted it and that shit started taking off. Like he got more views on the video than I did on his Facebook page. I think that shit hit like almost 5 million views on his Facebook.
Oh, snap.
And then yeah, like going to look at it now, it's probably like 4 point something. Or right. Let me not lie, it might be at like 4 million. I think it was like 5 or 6 million collectively, because mine ended up hitting 1 million. But his shit definitely took off way faster than mine did. And people kept like reposting it, resharing it. And my shit just started going crazy. So it went from 12 to like 20 something thousand followers. And I was just like, man. But in the time of that happening, people was like, where's this song? Where can I find this song? And I'm just like, I keep telling people it's not a song. It's not a song. But something clicked. I'm like, shit, I really could be getting paid.
I really could be
and
getting.
So I'm like, I need to go and like make this a song. So I hit my engineer and I was like, hey, you got to bounce that motherfucker down right now. I'm finna go buy the beat. The beat, I had leased the beat. Shout out to everybody on this motherfucker right now who be searching through type beats like day and night. TYPE beats. You know, like Drake type beat, J. Cole type beat. I had found that beat, man, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna write something to this, you know. And man, I leased the motherfucker for probably $30. And then ended up having to buy it for like $300 and some dollars after that. So, but yeah, I made that $300 back. So I was like, hey, great investment.
It was bad investment.
$300 bad for a beat.
Well, so when you're a starving artist or when you're struggling, just think about paying $300 for every fucking beat. Like if you had to do a mixtape right now and you wanted 15 songs on it, and you got to pay $300 for every single beat.
Yeah.
Then you got to pay for studio time and shit like that. You got to pay for cover art and man, photo sessions and stuff like that.
I think people forget how much money it actually takes to kind of just create even just one single.
Nah, for real, yeah, that shit. And then not even just to create it, but to push it. Like I didn't came out with good or great fucking music, but because I didn't have the push behind it, man, it just didn't do what it was supposed to do. It's been a great song because I've gotten like great reviews and you know what I'm saying, people fuck with it real tough, but it just because I didn't have the money or the resources to push it, it just didn't go nowhere. So
but it's kind of moving on its own though. Somebody did post it has 5.6.
Yeah. So that is that's because it went viral. So I want my music to move without going viral. Like do good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because TikTok has a lot of influence over whether these records can go viral or not now. You know, if your shit ain't hitting, that's why everybody trying to cater to TikTok. Like you make up as soon as a song come out, they make a dance to it. And I'm just like, well, stop making dance to the song and see what they gonna do then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
what about just like a challenge? Because I was kind of like, sorry, my phone wanted to pause for a second. I was making
you sure was like
hashtags for I was making hashtags for a post, and I saw that there was a Keemy Casanova challenge.
Yeah.
So what is that?
Well, what's that challenge?
Shit, I try to do the same thing. Shit.
So you
No, I didn't make like no dance or nothing though. No, I
What
just
was the
did like a little
challenge?
challenge.
What was it?
It was like a Keemy Casanova challenge. Just like you come on all, regular degular, and when you
Right.
flash in front of the camera, you come back, looking like God's
Suave.
gift to earth. Yeah, for sure.
okay?
Not
Yeah,
God's
and it
gift
was
to her.
initially meant for the women, but the dudes wanted to like get in on it too, and they was just like killing it. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm reposting everybody, like, you know,
Okay, so
yeah.
try to do a viral challenge.
Hmm.
Now, you kind of mentioned about resources and having them,
Hmm.
and we kind of found out that you are actually signed.
Hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, I have a partnership with Winners United. That's Lemon Pepper Lou's label, Lou Williams. And so man, it's just like you work to get to a point where somebody recognizes your talent enough to like invest and believe in what you have going on. You know what I'm saying? You need their resources. Well, you want their resources, and they want your talent. And
Right.
so if you work your ass off for them, they'll do the same and reciprocate that to you, man. And that's like what we have going on right now. We got some shit coming too, man.
Yes, yes. We want to know what's coming. I heard there might be a Snoop Dogg collab, maybe.
Oh no, it might be like, yeah, if I can get Snoop on one of my songs, yeah, that'd be
Okay.
cool.
Give
I
us a
mean,
little hint. What we
people
can
saw me working
expect.
with him, but we were working for like his album, so it's not like if something comes out, it's gonna be on his album or it's gonna be his song. But as far as me having a record with him for me, I don't have that yet. I'm
Okay.
gonna get that in the vault when I decide on like which song best fits him. So yeah.
So how did you
Mhm.
get into contact with the Lemon Pepper Lou, with Mr. Lemon Pepper himself? Like, how did that even?
Man, so my homeboy Dean cuts Lou's hair. That's his barber. So me and Dean are each other's barber, and so it was just like, man, he'd go over there and cut his hair and be like, "Oh, I played some of your shit today," and I'd be like, "All right, bet," but I ain't never thinking nothing of it. Then he'll be like, "Oh, I was in the studio with such and such. I played some more of your shit," and I'd be like, "All right, because that's what your homeboys do. That's what they do," and I
That's
was
what they
always
should
telling
do.
him like, "Yeah, for sure." And
That's
I was
up.
always just telling him, because there'd be times when he's in the studio with people that wasn't gonna fuck with my type of music. And I'd be like, "You got good crack, you just gotta know where to sell it." You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kincaid. Kincaid was like Ray Kincaid.
Good
He was
crap.
just like, you sit up here, you can have the best fucking fried chicken in the world,
Right.
but you can't sell it to vegans.
That's true.
You
That's
know what I'm saying? Like you got chicken, you got
Tell
the
it to me.
best fucking chicken in the world, and you trying to sell it to some vegans. So I used to have to be like, just know where you
Where your
putting this
market
shit
is.
at in. Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
man,
I
I
think
think,
that
and I
I've
don't even
heard your
think it was.
music in so many places, and so many people are like, I've heard it. They said they were playing a video game and they heard it.
That's crazy. And I think it
Mm-hmm.
was like I think it was halfway like, damn. I don't, you know what? I'm not gonna even say my shit went like super viral. It just
Mm.
had a nice internet moment. I think it was so refreshing in that people liked it so much, and it was so much of like what people think, feel, and want to do sometimes
mm-hmm.
Yes.
that they was just like, damn, this nigga really said that, or he really did this, like, cause I don't know, I guess it's just in me to just say and do what people feel
It's
and think.
groovy. It's
Yeah,
groovy.
for
I
sure.
think that especially when I hear your song come on and it's like, okay, like
Mm-hmm.
your voice is very distinct. I can hear everything that you're saying. And then of course, like the bars are always great. So of course we've got
I appreciate that.
bars on the beats here. I'm a Mac with the accolades to prove it. What accolades are those?
What accolades?
Mm-hmm. Come on. Everybody's dropping like their favorite Keemy Casanova lyrics, but
That's
I
their
have to know.
favorite
I'm a
lyric.
Mac with the accolades.
That's your favorite lyric.
I thought it was interesting. It poked out to me, yes.
Oh, if I said it, it must be true. Like I can't see.
Yes.
I can't. I mean, but no, but see, everybody in had at like a point in time where they was just like, I got this one, I got that one, I want this one, and I want that one. Like, and you just go after that, and like, if you succeed, you be like, oh damn, I'm that nigga. And even with the females, you be like, damn, I really am that. Like, you know
You
what I'm
really
saying?
are.
So yeah, yeah,
Not over
man.
here being Keemy Casanova with the ladies. I'm
You
dead.
feel me? Yeah, ladies is pimps too.
Ladies is pimps too, period.
You
How
already
Yeah,
know what time it is. Do
yeah.
pimps have to wear fur coats?
No,
No.
no.
Just the
I know
chest
some.
out. It's the
So I
chest.
know dudes who really, really like do that, and they
Mm.
dress like regular. Like you'll walk past them and be like, ugh, get away from me. You really got, bro, really got
Ew.
bitches. No, it's just controlling people's mindsets. That's what that shit
Yeah.
really is about. It ain't even about how you look. If you can control a motherfucking mind, you can do what you want.
Okay, so
That's period. So,
pimp the mentality.
Mm-hmm.
well,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
also, Keemy, what is it? Keemy. I called you Keemy because of Keemy Casanova. I can't even help
That
myself.
people keep saying that's my name. They don't. I just let
It's
y'all
just
say what y'all want.
so ringy. It's so
Motherfucker
ringy.
be calling me anything. Leonidas. I'm like, huh?
Akeem, what has it been like though, going from like an independent artist to being signed to Lou Williams' label?
Um, it's still regular to me because I still live like a regular life. I'm not like
Okay.
I don't feel like famous or like I don't get too ahead of myself. You know, it's just been stuff like it's been times when I done been out and maybe like this or that, and I'd be like, man, this shit for rich people or this shit for famous people. Like I ain't famous, I ain't rich. And they had to just be like, man, stop acting like you gonna be famous or you gonna be rich. And I just be like, nah, until I get this amount of money, I'm like I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you go out and people recognize you almost. Like people are kind of like, are you Keemy Casanova?
But that's not paying me. I can see if they walk up to me with a check stub and it's like, hey, you're a king and I fuck with you. I'm just like, you recognizing me don't pay me nothing. Like, try to tell me being famous and being like rich is like two different things. Like, you know?
Yes, I've
Yeah.
heard there are a lot of rich people on Instagram that have 300 followers versus
Yeah.
people.
Nah, for real. Like, and I
Yeah.
still drive a hoopty for all y'all motherfuckers wondering. Don't expect me to pull up in no motherfucking Lamborghini or nothing, man. Like,
No, and he's
nah,
not paying for your dinner.
my bank account does not match my followers. So get y'all ass back.
Oh my
Get
God.
y'all ass back.
Isn't that what Drake said? I'm questionable because some of y'all followers don't match your bank account.
Yeah, and I don't even be trying to stunt to people. Folks walk up to me, I thought you was gonna be mean. I'd be like, calm down, bro.
Not calm down.
When you were 15
You said
and
what?
doing interviews for Flaunt magazine, Double XL, and the Cuties and Cocktails, obviously. So how does that make you feel about your trajectory in music?
Your phone keeps going in and out. We're gonna have to get her some. What's
Oh,
wrong with that Cricket Wireless over
sorry,
there,
y'all.
man?
I don't know why it is doing that.
Hey, shout out to come on, man. Come on. This C right here, this C Gutter, the man who produced most of this stuff on Mack in the day. You know
What's
what I'm saying?
up?
I'm gonna make this man a lot of money. He gonna make me a lot too.
And he
You know
gonna
what I'm
make you a lot
saying?
of money.
Yeah, for those of y'all who don't know C Gutter, he produced for just about everybody in the game. Shoulder Lean, some of y'all's favorite song. He produced
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Damn near the whole first Young Joe album, shit for Jeezy, T.I., Rick Ross,
Okay, so you kind of a
me,
legend
your
in there.
mama, your granddaddy, your auntie, your dog, all of them.
How
Yeah,
important is
man.
it to have like a really good producer or even a producer that kind of sees the same
Hold on,
vision
let
as
me
you?
let this so y'all can hear it. Hold on.
Oh, sorry, he can't even hear my question.
What'd you say? I hear you now.
I was saying, how important is it to like have a producer in the studio that has the same vision as you, or for you guys to see eye and eye? Like, because I've worked with some producers and I'm like, this is not really the look or the sound that I wanted.
Yeah.
So how important is it to kind of just be on the same page and really like gel in the studio?
Super important, dog. You know, between the artist and the producer, you're creating the sound. You know what I mean? The sound that you're going for. And, you know, I believe that's when the artist and the producer just connects, has that same vision in the studio and creating that, you know, creating that path and that vision. What they see and where they see it.
Oh,
You know
he's from Mississippi too.
Yeah, we both from Jackson too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you guys, do you live in Atlanta?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys moved from Mississippi to Atlanta because the music scene was better, more opportunity. What happened?
Also, when he made all of this shit, he was making. We was kids. So.
Yeah, I was like 15, 16. I met Jeezy and
Shoulder lean at 15.
I made shoulder at like 15, 16. And then before then I met back in Jackson. He was like on a radio run. And so I met him. He was just like, yo, let's go to Atlanta. And he flew me and my pops to Atlanta and you know, we cooked up and then that's when I met Tip and me and my pops went back and met Tip and shit. From there it was just golden. You know.
Ooh, wow.
Wow. MISSI, crooked letter. What is it? However you spell this.
that was it.
I was close. I was close.
What I was saying though, like he make it easy to work with him. You know what I'm saying? He don't try to block the artist's vision. You know what I'm saying? And I don't try to block his vision as a producer, but he's always open because he knows his instruments and he knows like the tools that he has. You know what I'm saying? And I try not to do his job for him, and he try not to do my job for me. Now he hears something and he be like, "Oh, do that takeover," or like, "Try this or try that." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We understand that, you know what I'm saying, because he's looking at it from a different point of view. Or I'd be like, "Oh, can we try to put some horns on there instead of doing like this?" He's like, "All right, we'll try it out." You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know,
Experiment.
yeah, being comfortable too, man.
Yeah, I think that that's a big deal for artists, is just being comfortable in a space and being able to kind of like be vulnerable in like what you want.
Yeah, nah,
You
for sure. Then your producer got to be like your uncle, so he like.
know? It's Big Unk. It's Big Unk.
He like,
I love it. So you produced or helped produce most of what's on Mack and Day?
yeah, for
Yep,
sure.
yep,
Tracks
Nice.
two.
Nice.
yep. 2 3. Yep. 2 3 6.
Two.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, well, we're over here. People are jamming too. People love it. Somebody just said that they always listen to Mack and Day. So you guys are doing the damn thing. I love to hear it.
I appreciate that.
It's more to come.
Yeah.
Hey.
Keem, before we move forward, where's Bruni?
My dog. He
Yes,
here.
where's Lil Bay? Because I feel like all celebrities now are getting dogs.
Like I be have interview. They be like, "You gonna bring your dog, or is the dog gonna be there?" And because they on Instagram, so yeah, he here. He just
Oh my God, here he comes. Oh my God.
Here he is. Making a special appearance.
yeah.
No!
They was
Oh my God.
It's only right that the Mac has like a dog to attract all. What do you refer to them as, bitches?
Oh, that's not what he's used for.
That is not what he's used for.
Not at all.
He's so cute.
Look at him. He's like, okay.
What has it been like being a dog father?
I don't want no kids right now. I can tell you
Okay. Okay. He's a handful, I'm sure. Look at him go. He's too cute, so he's a definite handful.
Yeah, adorable, adorable. Okay, so let's get into this little. Let's talk about your. I'm so sorry, y'all. My phone is not well. Let me be great today. I swear to God.
You need to call cricket. You need to call cricket right after this.
Right. I literally can act like this today. But let's talk about your Jesus Runs video. Okay. Why do you think it's important for artists to speak on, you know, activist topics and stuff like police brutality? Gosh.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Because we control everything. We control a lot of stuff. We got more power than what we realize. You got people looking up to you. You got people following you, wanting to be what you are, and just they emulate your image. So you just have to take control. You don't need to take advantage of it, but you do need to take control of it and know when and when to use it. And I feel like that was an important time for me to use it. I actually didn't post on my page for like 4 months. And I said I wasn't going to post until I addressed like the social injustice issues, the systemic racism, and like, you know, the police brutality and everything that we had going on at the time. So I took like a long break from posting. Motherfuckers probably thought I was dead or something. They was like, "You all right?" And when I came back, that was the first video I put out. And I actually thought that video was going to be like the reason why I was going to be like out of here, because I'm just like, I made it like super relatable too, because I like the rap. A lot of stuff is fun for me, but at the same time, it definitely had more of a serious component. And I just wanted people to feel it. You know what I'm saying? It was more than just looking at it and being like, "Oh, you know, he's rapping." I wanted you to be. I put like certain lyrics in it because everybody don't want to hear that. That's just being straight up. When people be like, some people are desensitized to it, so they're like, "Oh, I don't want to hear this shit again. I already know what's going on in the news. I know people getting killed." But if you put it to where people can understand it, they be like, "Oh, bro, really rapping." Now it's like, okay, now I want to kind of hear what he's saying because he's like applying this and this, you know what I'm saying, and putting it together. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I had to kind of, and it's hard trying to make it appealing on both ends sometimes, but I had to get that message out. And I just felt like it was so important because I hadn't even said anything about a lot of it. I know people were posting in support of protests. They were posting in support of the people who had passed. And because I see it all the time, I'm just like, damn, I want to post today, but somebody dying tomorrow. And it's so like, damn, I'm posting like every week. And so you get desensitized to it. And I got to a point where I just wasn't even watching the news. People was like, did you hear about such and such? And da-da-da-da. I was just like, I mean, what I'm supposed to do?
Right.
Yeah.
And so I had got to the point where I was just like, damn, like, you know. And so that was my way to kind of like use my voice and just like tell people like where I stand on it and just like how I feel about it and stuff. So that shit was really important to me. It actually took me a long ass time to write that because I want to be so like, I don't know, I wanted to be so strategical when I wrote it that I literally like pieced that shit together line by line. I didn't even like just sit down and write all that shit in one day. It actually took me a fucking while to write it, and that's why it took so long not posting.
Right.
So yeah.
I think I remember watching that video. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's Jesus Runs. It's on Akeem Ali's page. But I watched it and like I can feel like the emotion when you start rapping too. And then just the storyline, like you showed this happy Black family. Right. And then you also go into like the darkness of just kind of when the father figure gets ripped away from the family. Yeah. And that to me just, it is really hard in the society because we are very desensitized because they're always throwing it in our face. Yeah. You know, but it's so important that, of course, people like you and influencers keep talking about it and making it relatable to people. And I think that that's what that song did. But tell me, like, kind of like, what do you think that our culture is missing in the Black household?
Oh, man, we just missing like the basic family structure. And I guess since the beginning of time, it's always been like this. You know, your mamas and daddies, they stay with their grandmamas or their aunties and stuff like that. We're just missing like, you know, men in the households, you know. We're missing sometimes women. You know, we're missing, and even if we got both of them, we're missing like the standard like morals and values, you know what I'm saying? Like people can't even whoop their kids no more without it being abuse, you know what I'm saying? Or it's just, I believe it should be like, you know, you should run your household the way you want to, but I do believe your kids should be disciplined or that you should, you know what I'm saying, have some form of like not sparing the rod on them, you know what I'm saying? So we just got to start first with just parents being present, mothers and fathers being there, and then they can start teaching and leading and directing their children, you know what I'm saying, this way or that way, you know what I'm saying? But according to, according to the Bible, I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna say that, it's just according to the Bible because the Bible have like, you know, basic instructions that everybody can live by, you know, and it's just basic right from wrong. So, yeah.
So would you say that you're a religious person?
Yeah, I'm a Christian. That's how I was raised. That's how I was raised, yeah. Until I deem otherwise, and I'm probably not. But I was raised to believe in God, and it's just, you know, that's what I believe in. He'd be biting the shit out of me.
Right.
So cute. He's very distracting. I'm kind of like, okay.
Yeah, no, for real.
A little cute face. Okay, so we're talking about, for everyone that's just joining us, we're here with Akeem Ali. I'm Millie Rock on any block.
And I am your girl, Bonnie Banks.
Yes, and we are getting into kind of like Jesus Run. Is it Jesus Run or Jesus Runs?
Jesus Run, Jesus Runs.
Okay.
It's either one, however you going to put it.
It is what it is.
Yeah, for sure. Akeem Ali, Keemy Casanova.
Right. Okay. So in that video, you know, it's definitely very powerful imagery. You talked about how you didn't take one day to write it. Did you feel more connected to your music when you were writing that song?
I guess I connected with another side of myself. I'm not going to say to my music. I have the same feeling towards my music every time. It's just to come out and like do what I got to do, come out swinging. I don't sidestep. I mean, I don't half step, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to my music. I'm going to put everything into it. I just feel like I tapped into an emotion or into a part of myself that I wasn't showing other people or that, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't even showing myself, you know, because there's like certain things bring certain things out of you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know that I could talk like that or that I want to say those types of things about somebody in a song, you know what I'm saying. I'm calling the president an orange fat bitch. I mean, like, I wouldn't say about nobody like that. Like, you know, but it's just stuff that was going on and stuff that was happening. I'm just like, nah, this just ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, you got to say something, you know. So, yeah.
It kind of like spoken from a Black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it was coming from. So I thought it was very inspirational, very powerful message. You guys should definitely check out Jesus Runs, because and the one question that sticks out in the lyrics is like, Jesus walks, we need you to run with us though. Like,
yeah. And
and what does that look like to you though? Like, because do you feel like Jesus is only walking with us at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, God is always with you, Jesus is always with you. But it gets to a point, and I feel like every religious person, every Christian, every God-fearing man and woman has always questioned whether God was really there if they were in a hard time. You know what I'm saying? And it's just one of them things you're gonna do.
Right.
And so it was just like at the time, I'm just like, you know, like we know that you're here with us, and walking with us is enough. But when we have to run from these police, or when we have to run from these situations, or run from all this other stuff that we're going through, like, are you still there? You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm running and got my back turned and I ain't got no weapon and getting shot in my back, like, you question God. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was your brother or your daddy, you'd be like, where was God at then?
Right.
And it's not that you're trying to, like, you know, blaspheme or that you shunning God or nothing, like, but you just kind of wonder, like, damn, like, why me?
Right.
So it's definitely a question that was like, it was a question and a statement. Like, I'm asking, are you running with me? And I'm telling you, like, to run with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you're running, like, run faster, like, because it's something is happening and not happening. You know what I'm saying? But then I have to remind myself that, like, everything is in God's like, it's in His hands. It's all a part of His will. You know what I'm saying? Because if these people hadn't have got killed, and it's sad, but it's just like somebody had to be sacrificed for everybody else to get off their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Dr. King wouldn't have died, we, you know, probably still be stuck in a rut, because people don't pay attention to you when you're speaking soft. You know what I'm saying? You have to get up and say something. Sometimes you just got to cuss some motherfuckers out, or you just got to let them know you ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that sometimes God way of letting us know that He not playing. Like, get off y'all ass and do something if y'all want to see some change. And yeah, it's going to be sad, or yeah, it's going to be a tearjerker, and it's going to hurt some people. But this is what's going to make y'all actually get off y'all ass and get the change that y'all want. So you have to think about it from more than one perspective. So it's, on one end it's fucked up, but on the next end, it motivated us to do better for ourselves. And, like, you know what I'm saying, welcome our people more. We protect our people. If you see somebody, kids or something, you might be like, hey, go home, or don't do that, or, you know what I'm saying, just don't fight with the police, fight it in court, you know. So
Right.
yeah.
I think you brought up an interesting point, Akeem, just about not staying silent. You know, not remaining silent. You know, you released this song last year at the height of the Black Lives Matter movement. You know, so have you noticed visible changes? You know, we're in 2021, July 2021. Have you noticed visible changes? Do you think that we're still on the right track? Are you still remaining active in your social justice activism?
So I'm not an activist. I ain't gonna sit over here and, like, play and lie like I am. But I do have to speak up when something is going on, and I realize if I got a platform that I need to, like I say, don't abuse, but know when to use my platform. I don't know. I just can't all of a sudden become woke today or become an activist. I just have to do what I know to do. And if me preaching to people through my music, or getting, you know what I'm saying, getting a message through in my music is what works for me, then that's what I'll do, you know. But I'm not the type of person that's gonna be standing on the street corners with a bullhorn, or, you know, going and, I guess, doing all this extra stuff every day. Those people are activists. That's why they're called that. I'm a rapper, so that's what I'm gonna do. You know, I'm gonna preach through my words. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like what they're doing is just as powerful as what I'm doing, and vice versa. Because if Drake gets on a song and says, "Police, please stop killing us," people be like, "Drake is right." If an activist gets if an activist gets on the corner and be like, "They gotta stop killing us," they be like, "He's right too." You know, just use your platform the way God intended for you to use it. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that people were getting upset at some point because they were feeling like artists or influencers weren't actually, like, on the main fronts. And we saw that kind of with that J. Cole situation that happened. But I do think that protests are not for everybody. But I think that as long as you speak up in your purpose, or whichever platform that you use, that's still going to reach someone. Because I do think that young black men especially, are going to listen to your music, and they might come across the song, and this is going to touch them, or they'll be able to relate to it, and that's still a form of activism, but through what your purpose actually is.
Yeah, you can't tell people how to grieve, or how to do whatever it is they're gonna do, or how to feel about anything. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't want to do something, when you don't feel a way about something, you don't expect nobody to be making you trying to do something like this is my fucking life. You go out and protest the way you're going to protest. You go out and make change the way you're going to do it. I have my ways and I have my time. Like for the longest, I didn't say nothing. I didn't do nothing because like I said, I was so desensitized to it. Like I was just like, and I kind of looked at myself and was like, damn, you could go out here and protest today. But I was just like, man, in the back of my mind, I'm like, this shit ain't doing no good. And we protesting every day, but they still locking motherfuckers up. They still killing people, even in the protest. So I'm like, we out here protesting, they still fucking killing us. And it's just like, George Floyd died, then Rashad, then you got the guy, I forget, and this is sad, but I forget some of these people's names because there's so many.
Right.
Ahmaud,
Was it Ahmaud Aubrey? Got shot in the back 7 times?
yeah.
Yeah, like, you got so many fucking people. Man, it's just like, damn. I want to go out here and fix it, but while we trying to fix it, you got shit that's constantly breaking. Like I'm fixing on my car.
You, like in your real life.
Yeah, I fixed the radiator on my car, the fucking transmission break. Now I'm going to fix the transmission, the headlight popping out. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That make you just want to throw the whole fucking car away.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, we think up though. I think that, you know, once it's kind of like a moment of realization, you know, like when, even though it feels like, okay, this is so much, I'm just one person. I can't only do what one person can do. You just right. Ad P said, it takes just one, and then one follows another one. Sorry, quoting the Black Eyed Peas here, but that's literally all it takes in activism. But just switching gears here for our last little bit of time that we have with you.
There are some questions in here, and people have some questions. So let's see if you can answer them. All right, here we go. Question from I Am the Real Info. Okay, the Real Info is in the building. How do I get a record label? Oh, that's a very broad question there.
How do you get a record label?
Yeah, give us a synopsis of, I guess, what you believe it takes an artist to kind of get, if they want to get signed, because a lot of them enjoy being independent. But
how
if you want to get signed,
label, or how do you get a record label?
Right. How do you get signed?
There's no one right or wrong way to do that. Through hard work, just kind of like, it starts with, I guess, it starts with whatever you're doing, just working, you know what I'm saying?
Showcase your talent.
Putting them hours in. You can get your own record label if you got the resources. You can start with $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 and get a record label, sign a couple of artists for $10,000, $20,000, or whatever y'all negotiate, you know, and it could just be something like that. And boom, get you a LLC or get your business legalized, and you got your record label right there. But getting signed is just, I don't know, man. It really depends on you.
I think it has to do with just actually putting out work and content so people can see you. This question is, why are you so hard, Akeem? Which I have to agree, because like I know that you like to kind of create bars out of everything in just your life, like in general. Like, you know, I've talked to you and you'll start rapping about this wine glass. So
I don't know. I have to live in what I have to live in what I am, and you gotta like practice it and preach it like all the time, like, you know. It just becomes a habit. So when I'm actually making music, or when it's time to make music, I can stop my damn dog from biting on me all the
time. not chastising Bruni.
Nah.
It's the teething.
Yeah, he's teething.
He's so unbothered by it. It's hilarious, actually. Okay. Oh, okay. We got a couple. All right. So here we go. I'm sorry. What do you think the future of rap music looks like?
Ooh, great question. Who's that from?
That is from Mango's Keen Mafia.
Thank you.
The future of rap music looks like Akeem Ali.
Period. Yes. That's the easiest answer we could put out there.
Straight up.
You are the future, and I believe it. All right. Here's another one. Here we go. Oh, this one's a little long-winded now. Okay. All right. This is from Ari the Architect. Being from Mississippi, what's been the challenge going from a small market coming to Atlanta? Also, have you worked with any artists in Memphis?
Any artists in Memphis? No, I'm supposed to be working with Duke Deuce though. If we can decide to get our schedules aligned, but no. So my thing is, I don't make music for people in Mississippi, and I tell artists in Mississippi, stop trying to make music for the people around you, because the type of music that we make is relative to us.
Yes.
And it takes a while before it gets out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It wasn't hard for me at all because I just never was like making music for people that was around me. My music didn't go viral in Mississippi, or people in Mississippi didn't blow me up. Yeah, they supported me before I got to this point, but that's not what got me, like, you know what I'm saying, the Keemy Casanova fame and stuff like that, you know. And a lot of times the people around you and closest to you are not going to support until people outside start to support, you know what I'm saying?
I be telling people that all the time. They're waiting for somebody to tell them that you dope.
So yeah, like, stop making music for the people in your city. Make music and think outside of your little city or your little state or town. Like, you got to think bigger than that, and that's always the approach I've taken. So
okay, we're gonna do 2 more questions. This one is the principle of ambition. What was the inspiration for the Keemy Casanova track, and how did you find the perfect track sample?
oh man, can we do 2 more questions after this? Because I kind of get tired of answering this one. I feel like I've said it a lot.
I was like, I think that, okay, this one we don't have to answer because this one we did answer this earlier in the interview, guys. We're going to post this interview on New Lanta. So if you follow New Lanta _, you'll be able to get the answer to that one.
Hold on. I'm going to answer it real quick. So I didn't just necessarily pick the sample. I just heard the beat and it felt right to me.
Right.
So that's why I started writing to it and everything like that. Just the experiences and everything, me coming up and just the stuff I've seen kind of influenced that. And there was 2 guys, one guy really, really specific. I'm just Big Crit. Listen to a lot of Big Crit, kind of influenced it, even though he don't rap like me and I don't rap like him. This guy named Legendary Baller, LB. I'm sorry, excuse me. And yeah, so that kind of helped it. But go ahead.
Okay. All right, Akeem, you've got to put your skills to work right now because somebody is asking for a freestyle.
All right.
Here we go.
Y'all can cash at me first because I'm done freestyling for y'all ass.
Drop your cash out.
Drop my cash app? Hold on.
Hold
up. Let me drop this motherfucker right now.
If we get a cash app, if Keemy gets a cash app, he's gonna do a freestyle for you.
Right. I gotta doing that and thinking of it. If you're gonna do the freestyle, you gotta do it to the word Mack, obviously.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be a Mack one. Can I pin other people's? All right, so we're gonna.
Okay.
We pinned it. You guys, if you want a freestyle from Keemy Casanova, you have to cash app him, and he will do a freestyle for you. Boom. All right, last one, and this is the question I think we all are asking. Can we have your dog?
Can we have your dog?
No, y'all can't have Bruni. Y'all can have his damn teeth, if anything.
He's a good teether.
Bro, look. Can you stop, bro?
It's how we stop, like, mid-bite.
Right. He's like, are you guys talking about me?
Yeah. Huh. Y'all take him.
Look at him. Oh, my gosh.
Take him.
Guys, this dog is literally the cutest thing in the world, too. Look at him go.
Appreciate it.
He's like, that's
appreciate it.
Very cute. Very cute. Okay. Well, Millie, did you have a last wrapping thoughts for our boy Keemy Casanova?
I have one last question for Akeem Ali. What does it mean to be a Mack?
I can tell you. Okay, so to be a Mack is to be a player, is to be a pro, is to be a pimp, which is a player in my prime. You know, proper instructions motivate people. That's what it's all about.
Okay.
Yeah. No, if you a Mack, man, you just you smooth, you suave. You don't gotta try too hard. It's just everything comes effortless to you. Like, I'm a Mack with everything that I do.
Okay.
Like I say, when you want to be a pimp, you control people's minds. Like, I control everything that I do. That's what makes me a Mack. You know.
Okay.
I if I could control my dog, I would be
Now see,
but see, he ain't. You know,
you're asking for too much. He said, "I'm Mack though."
Oh man, somebody say your damn dog peed on me. Sorry.
Sorry. Okay, well,
he tried to kiss me, guys. So that's how it goes. That's how it is. Well, how do you separate being like Akeem Ali from kind of like Keemy Casanova? Because I listen to your music, and there's moments where you talk about slapping bitches, and I'm like, okay, that sounds very aggressive.
Not aggressive.
I think we ain't done yet.
You said what?
I think we ain't done yet.
Oh, okay.
Y'all have seen that meme before.
No, I don't. I'm not missing. I missed the joke.
No, I separated because I guess I'm so how do you separate singing in the shower you from regular you?
You know, not everybody needs to hear me singing in the shower.
Okay, just so everybody don't need to see me. And I don't even believe in smacking my bitches.
Keemy.
I don't even believe in smacking my bitches. I said that.
That was
that one song I heard. You said you was gonna smack her. You said you was gonna smack her.
What?
it was Keemy Casanova talking though. I understand.
I just turn it off because people be in public. And every time I got like an interview, some motherfuckers be like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna show up in a suit." I be like, "Well, I thought you was too." Shit, like, you know, like now I'm a regular person. It's just that y'all having to like a pimp persona or alter ego more than y'all like me. Shit, I guess.
We do love a good pimp. Women love a good pimp. We can't help it.
Hey. Tell them, bro, to say, I'm a pimp too.
It's the Mack Daddy for me. You guys make sure you go and stream Akeem Ali's. Is it an EP? Because I know it doesn't have a lot of songs. I know artists put out EP. Okay. Mack in the Day, starring Keemy Casanova. You guys go stream that right now. It's actually Keemy Casanova right now on the airwaves.
Hey, come on, bro.
Smooth.
Yeah, man.
It's that line. It's that line. All I rock is vaginas.
Is that the one?
That's it.
There's a lot of bars that come to mind. I'm like, how does he come up with this? It's just crazy.
I don't have a single vagina on me today.
Oh.
I just they are gone. I leave them at home.
I think there's a couple ladies in here that are trying to change that.
Yes, there are.
No. I leave them at home in my suit pockets. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
So, yeah.
Hilarious. Well, thank you, Akeem, for coming on. If you have any last words or shout outs, I know you got a lot of people in here just showing you love. So if you want to give some shout outs, show some love.
Oh man, shout out to Mississippi. Shout out my boy Kincaid. He was in here today. Yes. Shout out to Lemon Pepper Lou. What it do? Shout out to the whole home team, Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah. Is you Jackson, Mississippi? Say what?
You said what, Akeem?
Mississippi say what? Okay, that's what I thought. I said if you from Jackson,
you got her. That's not fair.
It's not fair.
I'm like, okay, good. Yeah.
Okay, so where can we find all your music? And do you have any tours coming up? Anything like that?
No, not right now, but you can find all my music on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, what else? Tidal, Shazam, YouTube.
You guys have to cash app him for the freestyle.
Okay, well, it has been a true pleasure.
Hey, y'all follow Kincaid, because he gonna be the future of music with me.
Oh, y'all going together?
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Love it. Well, thank you, Keemy Casanova, for joining us, and Bruni, of course, for gracing us with his presence as well.
Tell him thank you, Bruni.
Bye, Bruni. We'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Okay. He gonna bite his own stuff. Thank y'all.
Yes, thank you, Akeem.
Oh, they said how much? They said how much? $25. I want me some lunch money. Oh, what is up, my boy? We got Fatty in here. My boy.
Look, I'm waiting for somebody to cash out because I want this freestyle.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting too.
I'm waiting for this freestyle.
Can you join?
So, you guys, if you are ever interested in doing interviews, we do these every Monday. Follow Newlanta_ right now. You guys can shoot us a DM and we'll interview you as well. We got all the details on that. So yes, but this one you cannot join. This is only for the cuties and a cocktail and our special guest Akeem Ali. Period. He said just 25. All right. Self-love, are you about to cash out? Because cash out right now. We're trying to get a freestyle.
Shout out to Symphony Thompson because she was my wife in the video Jesus Runs. So she
Shout out to
actually
all the
played
people that are the
the
actors.
role of my wife and that. People thought I was married and had kids for real. Bruni is my only child.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's my
yes.
only child.
Are you
Come on,
single,
man.
Akeem?
Come on, man. I'm a Mack with the accolades to prove it. That's always my response when somebody asks me that.
And that's how you answer that question.
Ouch, Bruni.
Hilarious.
Somebody's phone over there vibrating. They must have sent y'all the money instead of me.
Oh no,
We don't have any Cash App up.
I see everybody who's following us. Thank you to everybody who's following right now. We appreciate y'all tuning in, getting to know the Mack himself, Akeem Ali. You know you got big things coming down the pipe right now, and you doing big things anyway. Your streams are going up. We wish you nothing but blessings. If y'all missed this interview, don't worry. On our page right after this, so you can check out all of the juicy details from Akeem. Hear his this or that, the very groovy this or that, as I might say myself.
Yeah.
And
if you end up DMing, Cash Apping me the money after this, just DM me.
We'll bring it back. We'll try to bring it back.
For sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll try to bring it back. It'll be a Cutie Cocktails exclusive, so we'll definitely try to bring it back.
Ain't nobody said they done sent nothing yet. Hold on.
Hold up. He said wait now. He said wait.
Hold on now. Wait.
Here, while we're waiting.
I get that 833 text. I ain't that 833.
Here goes Sugar.
That's my favorite part of the whole EP.
Okay.
That's my favorite part. No stacking on the lacking on.
It's a little pause.
He's a bad. They ain't sent it yet. They don't want me to rap.
All right, did we get it sent?
No, it's okay.
I feel like it does not take that long to send Cash App.
Right.
No, it don't. Ain't no slacking on the Mac. I gotta get back to recording though. What am I doing?
So have you not been in the studio? Have you not been recording or?
No, my car broke down on me about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. And so I was carless for a little bit. And I got my car back, so now I'm back in action.
Okay. So we'll be in the studio very soon.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do that now. I'm actually here.
Yeah, I was gonna say here, so I'm sure you're at the studio.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
well, we appreciate you taking the time out at the studio. Okay, well, let's let you go and be great and create. If somebody does Cash App you, we'll definitely bring it back because we want to definitely get an exclusive here on Cuties and Cocktails. But other than that, Keemy Casanova, thank you for joining the Cuties and Cocktails on a Monday night. We wish you the best. And, of course, we're going to stream your shit. So,
thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, Bunny Banks and Millie Rock. Come on, bro. All right, y'all.
Not the dog doing it. Bye, Akeem. Oh.